I went to Western Oklahoma Pride in Clinton, Oklahoma, a town of 8,800 people and one of the most conservative parts of one of the most conservative states in America. I interviewed drag queens, medical professionals, community leaders, and students, and enjoyed street food, dancing, live music, and art. Stay tuned if you want to see what a Pride event in small-town Middle America is all about.
I promise with all the kids in the building and in the audience, we're going to be very respectful today because that's what we do. Deja, you need to keep those in your outfit. You'll be on the news next. They'll be after you.
Education was a hot topic at Pride. In May 2024, Ryan Walters, the state superintendent, issued a mandate that all schools teach the Bible. Walters uses his social media account to attack teachers and administrators and pushes a hardline right-wing agenda. Let's hear what people have to say about LGBTQ issues in Oklahoma schools.
For 27 years, I have been in the field of education. I was an assistant principal, and most recently I was a principal until Ryan Walters tried to take me down. Put it out there that I was going to school in drag, and I wasn't. I do this on the weekends at a bar called The Boom in Oklahoma City.
Aaron Edwards with Dad's Hug 2.
Okay.
Our state has introduced more anti-LGBTQ legislation than any other state in the country, and we have state superintendents are trying to push diversity and inclusion out of schools in favor of a singular Christian movement. I'm okay with everybody's beliefs. I'm Christian. But I don't feel like it's our right to take diversity away from people, take their authenticity away from them, and force things on people that are not their choice. We created the Dad's Hug 2 in 2019. Our goal is to be here, step in the space where some parents have left, and teach life lessons. How to change a tire, how to check your oil. Some parents check out when kids come out and stop not just loving on them, but stop teaching. And every family has certain things that they teach, whether it's a certain recipe, things like how to change a tire, how to unclog a drain, how to write a resume.
So, what's your special skill that you teach?
My special skill, I'm generally the guy that's the heavy lifter.
Yeah.
I teach most of the car clinic stuff.
Yeah, so I grew up in Northeast Oklahoma in a little rural town of Kansas, Oklahoma, got like 800 people. I actually want to go into teaching. I want to teach undergrad students just like general biology because when I started my undergrad, I came from a rural place. I was a weird queer kid and I didn't fit in. And I had a teacher who was able to see me as who I was and be like, hey, I got you. We can work together, and was able to help me like catch up to speed with the lab techniques and then also just feel like I fit in. And I want to give that back and pay it forward to help students who are from those marginalized communities find someone safe and then, help them with their education and growing as people. So that's really what I want to do.
Do you think kids in Oklahoma schools are able to be themselves, or what do you think the situation's like?
No, they get bullied a lot like me.
Yeah.
So they don't really come out as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because I've known I was gay and trans for a long time.
Do you have any teachers that have pride flags or safe space?
Yeah, there was one of my teachers, she was bisexual.
Were you able to talk to her or anything?
Yeah, I actually was.
Next, I interviewed Russell Rooms, founder of Diversity Family Health, and unfortunately, my microphone didn't work. Russell had some great insights, and I'm super disappointed I don't have the audio, but I'll paraphrase what he said. I asked him about trans athletes, and he gave me the most thoughtful, nuanced response I've ever heard. He said some transgender athletes do have an unfair advantage in sports, and probably shouldn't be allowed to play varsity athletics. Still, he had concerns about a blanket ban on trans athletes, since so many kids just want to participate and have fun, and may or may not be very athletic or take away from others on the team. He suggested a third way: co-ed sports. High school sports are supposed to teach teamwork, leadership, and sportsmanship, and promote health and exercise. However, sports have become so hyper-competitive nowadays that many kids don't want to participate. To make the varsity team in many communities, kids must practice year-round, pay for private coaches, and play on summer traveling teams. Sports aren't accessible for many kids, not just trans kids. He had the idea of having some co-ed sports like softball or volleyball that anyone could play. I really like the idea, not just for trans athletes, but for all kids who want to play sports but don't want the pressure, expense, and time commitment of varsity athletics. That's just something to think about. A couple of protesters held signs with Bible verses, but before I could talk to them, they left. A counter-protester joyously danced in front of them, and the dancing, coupled with the 107-degree heat, drove them off. Let's hear people's thoughts on the protesters.
Last year at Norman Pride, there was some protesters who had some really nasty signs. We were just trying to draw away attention from them and bring positivity and light, and so I was dancing in front of them, and it worked out really well because they were also filming and they couldn't use any of their footage from their Norman Pride and put it on their Facebook because it was all ruined by me and my bad attempts at twerking. And so I realized that I can bring a lot of joy and detract from their hateful signs, be positivity in that space of negativity, and then I can do it by just dancing. I think it was 2 hours and my knees were killing me, but I got so many steps in. Win-win situation. All it takes to run off mean people. Some joy.
There were some protesters here earlier. What would you say to them if you had a chance to talk to them?
Am I allowed to cuss? Okay.
Without cussing, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. To stop and just to leave.
12 years old, I feel like it's very brave of you to come out. What would you say to other kids your age who are in the same situation?
I tell them just be yourself, because if somebody doesn't love you, all you need to do is love yourself.
Talked to you earlier over there was the protesters there.
Right.
Just what would you say to them if you could say anything to them?
I would rather be judged on loving people than to be judged for the hate that I spewed. You never know if the person that you hate ends up being somebody that you love.
Right.
The most entertaining part of Western Oklahoma Pride were the drag queens. So when they were done dancing, I chatted with one of the ladies about what it's like to be a drag queen in Oklahoma.
Tiffany Royals Diamonds. I have been doing drag show for about 10 years now.
How did you first get into it?
I enjoy the transformation of it. And I don't want to say a woman, I want to say a drag queen.
Okay.
Okay, so a man to a drag queen, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy being able to create and give the illusion and be able to express my femininity through Tiffany.
Okay. Do you express that on a day-to-day basis or just when you do the shows?
She comes out sometimes. Sometimes I gotta be sassy, and I gotta be wait, hold up, wait, my name is Tiffany, but she not
Yeah.
Sometimes Jordan has to be yo, chill.
What are some misunderstood things about drag queens?
Oh, that we are groomers. We don't groom kids, kids really just look at it as dressing up.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Well, none of the dances were inappropriate or
No.
anything. They're not very family friendly.
Yes.
I've seen way worse things on cable TV.
Yes. Listen, I'm 39. I've seen a lot of stuff. You okay, that was on television.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
We're roughly the same age. It's all changed.
Yes. But I'm originally from New Jersey.
Okay.
And I came down during the COVID era.
Okay, so you're new to Oklahoma.
Yes. I've been down here since 2019.
How does being a drag queen in New Jersey versus Oklahoma, how does that compare?
It is no different. Everybody's going for the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's not that they don't want to step on nobody's feet. They just don't want nobody to be better than them.
Yeah.
And this is my DJ right here, right?
Yo, I'm
Okay.
I'm Megawatt the DJ. If y'all need me, if you need me behind the camera, hey, listen, we can do this thing together, baby. Oklahoma City. And where you from?
I'm from Woodward.
We're from Oklahoma City to Woodward. We out
Yeah.
Oklahoma, baby. You know
Yeah.
what it is.
Right?
So you're coming out to support your friend, your brothers? Your brothers?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Why not? Why not support him?
Right, that's awesome.
Do what he loves.
Have you seen him before perform? Or?
He's been there from
I've
the
been since the
start.
start.
Yeah.
I taught him how to duck ball. We watch videos together.
What are black jobs?
Oh my God.
When I think of black jobs, you know what I think of? Astronauts, physicists. Everybody can have any job you want to do.
Be you, believe in you, and you can succeed. All right? That's all I gotta say.
All right.
I didn't know what to expect from Western Oklahoma Pride. I've been to many events in the Sooner State, like rodeos, 4th of July, truck rallies, and rattlesnake hunts. And they can get a little rowdy, with drunkenness and fighting, and they sometimes bring out the worst people out of the woodwork. I have to say that Western Oklahoma Pride was the most inclusive, positive, and friendliest event I've attended. I left with a greater understanding of the LGBTQ community, and of course, I met several awesome people. I wish State Superintendent Walters, Governor Stitt, church leaders, and protesters could have come to Western Oklahoma Pride and talked to the people. It may have opened their eyes and made them more understanding of this small group of people. Whether you are gay or straight, black or white, religious or agnostic, in the words of DJ Megawatt,
Oklahoma, baby, you know right?